If you can hear me, please help us to be the best podcast in the universe. I thought you'd never ask.
Alright, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, the Crazy Man again. And so today, I decided that I wanted to, I had an inspiration to draw some characters for Catch The Crazees and had some ideas. And I thought I would just start drawing and sketching and see where I land. Hey, what's up, Joe? ¿Cómo estás? And see where I land. So I have an idea in my head. You know, I labeled it Drawing Zombies. Hey, what's up, Sal? I labeled it Drawing Zombies and stuff and Supernatural because that's basically what the Crazies is about. There are zombies in the book. They're supernaturals. They're critters. So I'm going to zoom out to lay out the page and see where I want to go with it. And then I'll figure out where I'll land because I want to incorporate a lot. But I don't know if a lot's going to make sense. So bear with me as I try to figure this out. So most of the time when I go online, I have a plan. You're testing my Spanglish. Remember, I came from the other Puerto Rico. It's called Brooklyn. So our Spanish is a little funky over there. So basically I want to have a cover, or it could be a pinup, it might be a cover, where I have the supernatural element, the crazy man, maybe some zombies, because remember, you're going to see in the book, in issue 3, what happens when the crazies are unleashed onto the population. So here, I'm on a new layer, and I'm just going to start fleshing things out. So I'm going to break it up into sections, but I wonder why. Make my color. Okay, there it is. All right, cool. So I'm going to break it up into sections to see if I want. I'm going to put and right now, what I'm just going to do, and I'm going to bring this up here, is I'm just going to place figures. And it's going to be like stick figures. Just to see what my placement's going to be when I, with the characters. So, I want a big face in the middle. Like a super zombie in the middle. So you're like, Sam, I didn't know there were going to be zombies in the book. Well, you got to remember, if you've backed the first two, and we're going to be live again tonight, so I'm segueing into something. We have 2 guests on tonight. Both have campaigns. And so we have one at 7 o'clock and one at 8 o'clock. So 2 different guests. So we're going to be live 3 times tonight. And we're going to be talking about a special thank you that we have for our super backers. So if you backed us on issues 1, 2, and 3, we consider you the super backer, and we worked on something specifically for you guys as an additional gift. There's no pledging involved, none of that stuff. It's just something from George and I to you guys. So you want to join us next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to find out what that gift is going to be for the super backers. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of zombies walking aimlessly around here. And right now, just stick figuring where my placement's gonna be. So back to that question about zombies, right? So Sam, what do you mean there's zombies? Well, so Sam and George want to be the best podcasters in the universe. So I'm gonna zoom this in, and then I'll clean it up as I go. In order to do that, yeah, they called on the universe, and the universe answers. So they answer in the form of the crazies. And what do the crazies do? The crazies basically bop you over the head with microphones. And now you become addicted, and you're in a zombie like state, addicted to the podcast. So that's there. I might have. I don't know if she's gonna put a lot of zombies and maybe the crazies in the air bopping people. Right? And maybe some guy with his head tilted over here because he just got bopped. Right? I'll zoom in again. So maybe, yeah, I'm gonna have this person here with like, whoa, I just got hit. What the hell just happened here? And maybe have like crazy in the air right here because they're small. And right, and the microphone. So he's up in the air doing a flying kung fu. Like I said, if I bit this way, yeah, my legs are, yeah. Yeah, so that'll be crazy in the air, doing some major bop right here on the head. Boom, up in the air as I zoom out. Hey, what's up, Priscilla? And so again, I have no real clue on what I want to do. I just know that I want like a lot of zombies. I want the supernatural element. So like up here, I'm gonna zoom out again. Up here, similar to what I did with the crazy, the first cover, where I had the crazy man hovering over George and Sam. I'm probably gonna do that, but with like the crazy man in the middle, and with the elders on the side of him. So maybe I'll do something here to show the supernatural element, and again, um, hovering over. And then the cloak figures, the elders, you got a glimpse of them in issue 2, I believe. And then maybe I'll have like them, the cloak figures here. And you can't see their faces. Um, because they're in cloaks. But what I'll do is so you'll have the crazy man in the middle hovering. I'll have a bunch of zombies, and I'll have the crazies leaping over, bopping people in this image, and then I'll stop fleshing it out one by one. Um, so he's in the air. Got another zombie here. And I'm just going to put lots of figures. And then fill them out later. Let's see. I might I might put like extreme crazy. Maybe like, hold on. So, and this is me just playing. So she's tiny. So I'll have her here with like, yeah, okay. So I have her here with like one hand in the air with the mic. And again, these are just stick figures as I figure this out. And she has a lot of hair. And I have her holding onto his head. I have her holding onto his head here. And maybe her sneakers here. So she's climbing on, bopping somebody there. And I might park the bus somewhere in here, And this is the process where once they start playing, I'm like, well, maybe I could throw the bus in. Somewhere here. And if I did the bus, might not work. So I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna get rid of that line over here. So currently we're at 32 backers. We're trying to get to 50, which will unlock our first stretch goal, which the stretch goal is the 50 backers. And then once we get to that, we'll start raffling off There's an Alien on My Toilet to those 50 backers as an add-on to the incentive for the stretch goal. So I have her there. I have them there. Let's see. In this one, I might not even add. Yeah, it is sketchy. Right now, I'm just sketching until I figure out placement. This is how I do it. I tend to doodle where I want all the characters, and then I'll flesh them out. What's up? M. San Martino. So, yeah, we hit like a wall. I don't understand the whole concept behind algorithms, and I'm trying to learn that, especially with Kickstarters. But so I got you in the air. You should be leaping. So I'm gonna have like a leaping thing right here. And that's the crazy. I like that there. That's that. So yeah, you, and maybe I'll throw another crazy in there. Let's see, who would I want? If I threw some other zombies here, I'm gonna just throw some heads in here. Okay, I'll do like almost like, do you flat your work? I keep everything in layers. If you talk about coloring or sketching, when I start, I don't know. Is it coloring or sketching you're referring to? Oh, for coloring? Um, uh, oh yes, I do the flats first, and then in separate layers I do the tones and the effects. Um, yes. So what I'll do is I'll do the flats first, and I'll group them. No, no, no. I'll drop all the flats before I do anything else. This way, I get my color scheme because the flats will also help me understand what color scheme I want for my background, and then I'll group them, and then each layer in the flats. Like for instance, if I drop the color on the chest, and because the shirt was blue, um, that'll be in a separate layer. Once that character is done, I'll group them, and then I will create a separate layer for all of the tones per character. Don't like that. Yeah, that's why I don't like coloring. I hate coloring. It takes forever. Um, it's the longest process. If I'm in the air, let's see. It's the longest process for me. I hate it. Um, because once I have an idea of where I'm going with the characters and the page layout, it becomes I move pretty fast. Um, uh, oh, and that's what I'm doing wrong. I have one of the characters in the airdrop kicking. All right, so at this point, I have a good understanding of where I'm going to go with this. Um, so I'm going to start with probably the top and flesh out the crazy man first. And change my pencil. Yeah, we have a colorist that's doing the Forbidden book. Um, because if I had to do that, that's 168 pages. If I had to do that, man, forget about it. I'd be pissed. So every person received their forbidden um, rewards in the mail, except for one was sent back. I'm waiting for it to come back. I tracked all the packages. Um, One was sent back, so I'm waiting for that to come back so I can reach out to that person and just confirm, because all I did was copy and paste everybody's address, and for some reason that one, the one that came back. So Johnny Boy and was it Johnny Peoples, Derek Peoples, and one other cat. George picked up your stuff today. He's delivering your stuff to you guys, so you guys will get it today or whenever he gets it to you. But he picked it up already. So if you notice, my style is very rough when I start out. Uh, so for the onlooker, like, what the hell is all those squiggly lines? He's a sloppy artist. Yeah, it's like a hoagie, but it'll work itself out in the long run. um, when I'm done. How do you guys start when you draw? Um, is it similar, or do you guys have a cleaner, more aesthetically pleasing process? So, for the sake of the zombies, again, it's still fleshing it out. For the sake of the zombies, I'm going to start with the front and work my way backward here. And it's crazy. And the zombies are basically human beings. They just become in a zombie state because of the fact that now they're addicted to the show. So I'll just place the eyes there. So we're gonna have everybody from your typical suits to the average caretakers. So I don't know how many people out there live in Jersey or on the East Coast. I'm planning on going to PowCon, but we're gonna be there um, at the end of the month, and we'll be signing copies of Catch The Crazies as well as Forbidden. There's an Alien in My Toilet, Wonder Duck, Cosmic Wars, Rush 5377, Arg. Arg is a short story that I wrote, debuting it at PowCon. It's about, I think it's like 70 pages. I think it is 10,000 words. It's a short story. I'll be debuting it there, so that's gonna be fun. No pictures, all text. So I'm giving them just bug eyes, So when I think of zombies, I think this glazed look in your eyes, like nothing, uh, like you're not paying attention to anything, and you're like in a trance. Zoom out again, just so I can see where I'm going with this. What's crazy is that I was gonna color this one. I'm like, oh hell no! If I have my colorist that's doing forbidden to color it, because I definitely don't want to color this. I don't know if you're still there, Sal, but do we have table assignments yet? In Artist Alley? Hmm. I might have room here in this section here to maybe put Psycho. Or maybe Super. Or Psycho. I'll put Psycho. Let's see. Uh, where is it? There it is. Sometimes. Yeah, I could add the little guy in here. And maybe him pointing up. That's not his tongue. That is his arm. This is what I mean when 'cause I'm trying to incorporate as many characters into this one cover as possible. Um, and I can't forget like some critical characters. Like Psycho is a really cool character in the book. Uh, and up here you're gonna have Crazy. Um, Extreme Crazy is gonna be here, and here's gonna be Super Crazy, like leaping into the air, like looks like he's gonna drop kick somebody. And you're probably saying, "Who the hell are the Crazies?" Well, if you hit the link in the comments, you're gonna see that. Let's see, did I put it in there? Is that there? Boom. There it is. That we are currently 18 backers away from stretch goal, and we're hoping to break it. And you can see the trailer. I opened up this segment with the trailer. Let's see. Let's get some zombies here. So we're gonna have some really cool guests on this week live. And again, the reason why we're going live with guests the next few weeks is because we're booked. All of the other guests were pre-recorded and already in the pipelines all the way through the towards the end of July. So we didn't want to have any more guests that would have to wait several months before their segment aired. So we decided that with our free time, since we have free time now, let's just there's a lot of guys that and girls that are hitting us up with their campaigns wanting to promote it. So I was like, all right, well let's just go online with them and promote their campaigns as well. So we have, and then we also have Kevin, who runs Inked Marketing, who's going to be talking about how his company helps indie comic creators with their campaigns. So we're going to have it's an interesting week this week. We have a returning guest with Dustin. He had the listener. Now he has Greed. Which is pretty cool. He'll be on. We have quite a few cats coming on the show. So if that's there, this is the shoulders. Zombie. All right, get there. As my dog's acting up in the background. So this person here, this is the one that has her on it. So, which I say her, which is extreme crazy, on him. So now I have to have her up here. So I'm going to put, like, let's see, her knee. She's tiny. Feet on his shoulder. This is the other foot. On his shoulder. I'm going to put she's holding onto his hair. Probably gonna rip his head out of his skull. Maybe change the mouth. Hold on a second. Thanks, man. Thanks, Russ. I appreciate it. Right now, I'm just playing around with the concept for cover for the Crazies. Did this move? There it is. Gotta move this to the center. Thanks for the support, brother. There. Yeah, I didn't have anything on my agenda, even though we're going live tonight. We have two shows between 7 to 8, and then 8 to 9. Two live shows, two different guests. I haven't drawn in a minute, so I just wanted to get some drawing going. That's hot. Thank you, brother. That means a lot. Yes, the Crazy Part 3 is kicking off, and it's Part 3 is probably the funniest and the wackiest of all the issues, because you're going to learn about Crazy himself. And Crazy has a brother. And so the last in the campaign for the second issue, you guys got a sticker for Bonkers. Well, that's who his brother is Bonkers, and you got to find out about that relationship. And Bonkers doesn't come to Earth, and you'll find out why. So at this point, I got the Crazy Man and the Elders on top, fleshed out, sketched out, and then I'm having everybody that's getting whacked, almost completely fleshed out, and I'm working on Extreme Crazy here. who's got this poor guy by the hair. And she's gonna give him a new hairdo. Mind me, I'm a big coffee drinker. I have to have a sip of my Joe. Okay, so we got Psycho Crazy down here. We have Hyper Crazy there. Now we got Crazy. And I got more zombies. And for the sake of the backgrounds, those are going to be pretty easy. I'll put maybe someone with a fedora here. Change things up. Let's see. Some funky hairdos in the background. So the easiest part is the messy part. And then after that, I gotta go back over and clean it all up. That becomes, let me put this guy with a baseball cap on. Maybe make him look a little more like he works out. He's younger. Looks like he's buff. Just from seeing him from the back, you know that he probably plays football for a living or something. Who knows? But anyway. So I gotta get this guy right here with the tilted head. I just wanted to make sure that. So that's looking good. I gotta put some more heads back here because everybody looks crowded on this side, and there's not enough balance on that end. So I got this guy's head, so I'm gonna work on that. You know, it's funny. I was watching Russ Leach draw. I think it was yesterday, and it's amazing how he's able to carry the conversation as he draws all the way through. And Daphne Lage does the same thing. Like she can go all the way through. And with me, my problem is when I start talking, I pull my pencil away from the canvas, and I forget what I'm doing. I don't like that. So if I got whacked, my hair has to go this way. Bang. Yeah. So let's go get the hair going this way. Boom. I just got whacked with the hairline. And I gotta put the action mark here. Bing, 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 bing. Pow. That must hurt. Let's just get that dark so I remember that that's hair in there. So I'm doing that. I'm going to, let's see, where are you? There you go. All right. So Crazy's got some big eyes. Remember that episode, that scene from Bad Boys when Martin, I think it was Bad Boys 2 or 1, it might have been 1, when he was hooked on he drank ecstasy by mistake, and he's looking at the fish. He got some big eyes. He has some big fish. That was classic. Classic. If you don't know, Crazy is thin, really thin. So, and he wears a tank top. So somewhere along the line, I'll draw. And he has big hands. So there's nothing proportionate about these characters. I want to zoom into him for a second. So started off with no clue on where I was going with this cover uh, concept, and right now I'm at the stage where I have a good idea of where I'm going to go with this. So initially, I was going to have the bus. I don't have room for the bus, so I can't put the bus in there. Um, and then I was just going to have the zombies, but then I was like, well, how did they become zombies? Well, they become zombies because they get whacked in the head. Um, so then I just started adding the crazies in here. Sorry, get out of here. One by one. Let me get this out the way. So this is basically going to be a probably a variant cover or another cover, maybe the cover for, you know, sorry, I just hit the camera. Um, I have a lot of cover options that I draw, and then George and I debate on which issue should the cover be for. Um, but I think this might be a good potential running for cover number 4, because there is a cover that I did that I like for the trade, the collected edition, the graphic novel. So um, we're gonna collect the first 4 issues into one book, and I have that cover already done. But I think this will be a good one for issue 4. Love to hear your thoughts. Um, if you bailed on me today, just let me know tonight if you're gonna be on the live shows. What do you think? I might put a survey out there. Should this be potential running for issue 4? And I'm gonna put another zombie back here. Oh, another person addicted to the show. Back there. Maybe some curly hair. And then I did say I was gonna put some back here, so maybe get some zombies here. Okay, so here it is. This is the cover concept for Catch the Crazies number 4. Um, let me know. I'll put a survey out if you think this should be for issue 4, and if you want to see me put the blacks in on our next episode, or I'll just finish it offline and then present it when it's done. This again is going to be super crazy, and he has that hat on. Super crazy. He got his chest. So that's gonna be super. You didn't even see what I was doing back there. So sorry about that. Yeah, so that's gonna be super crazy. So again, this is Catch The Crazies. If you haven't backed it, check it out. If you've backed 1 and 2, you definitely want to back number 3 because we have a special gift for you for our super backers. And it's George and I are always finding ways to just give back and say thanks to everybody who support us because there are so many options, and you'll see that. I mean, if you just go on Kickstarter or just on the forums, there's just so many options and talent out there. So the fact that you decide to support us as well, we truly appreciate that. So we came up with an idea. It's done, and we're going to present it next week, Wednesday, the 19th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to our super backers. We sent you all an email. You should have received it. We're hoping that you do join us that night because this is for you, what we're doing. And it's not too late to become a super backer. If you've backed 1 and 2 and you still haven't pledged for number 3, there's still time. I think there's about maybe 14 backers that have pledged for the first 2 campaigns and have not yet pledged for 3. So we love for you to do so. Catch the Crazies is a funny story. We've been getting a lot of feedback. We're excited to show you issue 3, and issue 4 is under production. So with that said, I'm going to leave you with the trailer again, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys tonight. We'll be streaming live with some interesting and amazing talent and talking about their campaigns. Go figure. So I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Thank you for watching me draw zombies and the supernatural for Catch The Crazies. Talk to you soon.
If you can hear me, please help us to be the best podcast in the universe.